be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you know they know I'm hot.
What's the deal, my good people? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Wednesday. I hope you all are doing well. If this is your first time at the channel, I want to welcome you. Pull up a seat. I hope you enjoyed the content. And before we get into this food, I want to ask that you like, comment, share, subscribe, and go ahead and tap that bell while you're at it so you're notified anytime I drop a brand new video, go live, or schedule a premiere. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this food. So breakfast is always a good idea to me. So I had to have breakfast. So this morning I thought about my grandmother and how she used to make us grits and bacon. So I'm having just that. All right. So I got some cheesy grits. I got some over medium-ish eggs. I have some bacon. Y'all, this is actual pork bacon, believe it or not. And I have some sourdough toast. Y'all, I'm so excited about this bacon. I haven't had bacon in a minute, but y'all see what I got, about 5 pieces, six pieces. I'm gonna eat all of them. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm definitely eating all 6 pieces for sure. I got some peach jelly for this sourdough bread. This bread is so good. We got this from Costco. It is so good. I'm kind of already making a mess. So how y'all doing? What's going on? What's happening? How is everybody feeling today? I'll just start there. I think this toast been calling my name. Got a little grit on the bottom, but that's cool too. It's so good. Some cheesy grits. That just feel like a big hug from my grandma, for real. I'm telling you, as soon as my eyes popped open, I laid there, expressed gratitude for another day. Immediately thought about my grandma. It's like I just smell bacon. I could just picture the wooden bowls that she would give us, put our grits in. So I'm like, I'm gonna have that this morning. I have to have it. So Granny, this meal is for you. Y'all, I'm so excited. I think bacon is one of the reasons I will always be a flexitarian, because I don't see myself ever not eating bacon. I may not eat it all the time, but every now and then it's good with me. I'm so happy about this. Woo! We are resuming with story time. Today's part 3 of my life as a rapper. Spin. What a life, man. I haven't really thought about everything in so many years, so every single time I do a story time, it's always interesting to just reflect on your life. You know, how far you've come and what you've done and what you used to do, who you used to be. So I'm having fun. And I hope y'all are enjoying it too. How do y'all like y'all bacon? Y'all like it crispy? Do you cook it in a skillet? You cook it in the stove? I mean in the oven, in the stove. in the oven. I know a lot of people that make their bacon like that. I love mine crunchy. And I usually, well, not even usually, I always make it in a skillet. So, today is Wednesday. This is usually a podcast day, but I did not do a podcast today. Instead of that, my good people, we've been talking a whole lot lately on live. We've been going live together a lot, and I know a lot of y'all are feeling some kind of way because of the change, the unknown, the uncertainty. A lot of anxiety. I know some people are feeling depressed as well, feeling triggered by certain things. So what I decided to do was to create a guided meditation to hopefully help some of y'all out there. And meditation really helped me a lot when I was struggling with anxiety and depression. So I'm hoping to help somebody out there. I hope that it, you know, helps you breathe. It helps calm your thoughts a little bit. So you can actually get the guided meditations on my website. Everything is free. There's nothing, no price or anything associated with it. So just go to rhondasredsauce.com. You can type that in, or there's also a link in the description box below. All right. So again, hopefully that's helpful to somebody out there. I cooked this bacon perfectly. This is exactly how I like it. I used to put sugar in my grits, but I don't anymore. Sometimes I miss it, but I haven't had sugar in my grits in a minute. I got that from my dad. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get to the story. All right, so we left off with, me being on Power 106. Me going on the radio, me going head to head with Good Gang from Inglewood. That was a hell of a night. I was on a high from that for a minute, so I'm gonna pick up from there. All right, so as we were leaving Power 106, it's a lot of people that are in the radio station, you know, doing different things, having different responsibilities. And some people were just kind of hanging out. On the way out, Tone met this dude. He had a big personality. He was kind of short. Let's just call him Bobby. He was just super spunky. Like, he had a lot of personality. You could just feel his energy as soon as you ran across him. So he ended up talking to Tone. They were talking because I was, what was I doing? I was talking to somebody else in the hallway. So they talk, and come to find out, this guy, Bobby, was like an A&R. And A&R, if you don't remember, because, you know, things have changed a lot nowadays, A&R usually be the person to look for talent for record labels, you know, to try to make a deal and bring this person to the label if it was a good fit. So Bobby and Tone are talking, and Bobby was telling Tone how dope I was and how he wanted us to come down to Interscope Records. So we like, for real? You know, we hype about it. People blow a lot of smoke. You know how that is too. So he gave us his number. I'm gonna hit you next week. We're gonna work something out. You know, we're gonna get her to come up here. You know, because I think she's dope. You know what I'm saying? And if she can actually make music and write songs, then, you know, then maybe we could work something out. So we like, all right, cool. You know, be excited about it. So again, as soon as I get done, I get back to work. Like, you know, and I have a whole different level of like motivation at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like the radio situation brought a whole nother side of me. Like, I feel like I had to do more. I wanted to be better. You know what I'm saying? So we got back to work, you know, doing our thing, constantly hanging out, recording. I'm in college right at this point, you know, so I'm balancing music and school. And it's hard, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to commute to school. I commuted to school for, my drive to school was about 45 minutes to an hour. And that was with no traffic. So if it was traffic, it'd be about an hour and a half. So going back and forth to school, making sure I'm keeping my grades up, doing my homework and all of that, and then making sure that I'm doing my music, because you know, that's what I wanted to do in my life at the time, you know? So, the next week finally comes, and sure enough, Bobby is a man of his word. He calls, tells us to come through. We drop everything we're doing, and we go to LA, this part of LA, to go to Interscope Records. He meets us there. He's standing outside. So we walk in, we get our badges, get the security. We're walking around. He's like showing us everything. Upstairs, downstairs. This is where they do this. This is where they do that. This is where the engineering department is. This is where the marketing department is. Like, all kind of stuff, right? So we're just taking it all in. And we're just like, yo, this is Interscope Records. Like, this is a big deal. So, as we're walking around, there's like CDs everywhere. He was like, yeah, take whatever CDs you want. We was taking CDs from everywhere, y'all. We walked out with a stack of CDs about this big. He had his own stack, I had my own stack. Cause we like, you sure we could take stuff? He was like, yeah, just take it. We, you know, go ahead. We taking all kind of stuff. I had all kind of albums. Stuff that hadn't come out yet, and stuff I hadn't bought yet. So I was like, yo, like we were just feeling it. So eventually we ended up meeting this dude. Let's just call him Phil. Phil was an executive at Interscope. We just sat down. He wasn't really trying to hear any music. He just wanted to see what kind of person I was, get a vibe for what I was trying to do, try to see what my style was like. And just wanted to talk business, you know what I'm saying? Like more so the business side of it, you know what I mean? Like he took Bobby's word in terms of how talented I was. And we just kind of talked. We was vibing, you know, and he was asking me things that I wasn't familiar with. A lot of the stuff was over my head, honestly, because, you know, I was just an artist. Like I was just trying to focus on the music side of it. I told you how smart Tone was. So Tone was just like, any question he had, Tone had a response. Like he was quick on his feet. Super smart, had a strategy for everything, you know? So I felt like I was in good hands. I knew I was. So we probably met with Phil for about an hour. And then after that, really what kind of came out of it, he was just like, you know what, let's stay in touch. You know what I'm saying? As you guys continue to make music, send it to me. And we're going to see what we can do. You know what I'm saying? See if we can partner, see if we can make some stuff happen or whatever. And that was kind of it. We went to Bobby's apartment after that. Bobby had this plush apartment. It was massive, decked out, stock bar, all kind of high-end liquor, art everywhere, very colorful. It matched his personality. And we just hung out. You know, he was sitting there talking. I remember E40 called him while we were sitting there talking. They were talking music and business. And Bobby was a cool dude. I will tell you this, that like nothing ever really came out of the situation overall. But it was just nice to kind of be in the setting, you know what I'm saying? Like to see what it felt like to take it all in and be, you know, treated with a lot of respect and people feeling like, you know, maybe this could work out. Maybe you could bring something to this label and maybe something can happen. And Bobby was cool. And Bobby also ended up introducing us to an entertainment lawyer. This entertainment lawyer was like top of the game. Any big artist you could think of, this guy represented them. And Tone and this lawyer might even still be cool to this day. But this guy was so dope, the way that he would answer questions and make himself available to us. It was dope. So we met a lawyer. Like we really were understanding the business side of it, you know, which is important. A lot of artists didn't feel like it was a responsibility, you know what I'm saying, to learn the business side of it. So, you know, I feel like Bobby really made us switch our mindset. Like, okay, we got to understand the music, but we also got to understand business, because when contracts are being presented, you want to make sure it's a good fit and it's beneficial for you and that you're not getting got, you know? So, boom, that happens with the Bobby situation. So, at this point, I'm going to school. I picked up a part-time job. Now, y'all, I am now working at the place where I've told y'all about this place previously, where I eventually was doing too much and clocking in and like leaving right away and not actually working my shift. I'm at this place, it's a call center. And I told y'all how Squeak felt about me. She didn't care for me. And every time we'd run into each other, it was usually through Tone, you know, on some studio type thing. I would always speak to her. She would kind of have an attitude, really kind of be short with me. Because she felt some kind of way because she wasn't the priority anymore. And I always looked at it like, we both can eat, we both can win. But I will admit, of course, Tone was giving me I was getting most of his attention and most of his resources because he honestly just felt like I was the better artist at the time. And I remember one day I'm at work, right, at the call center job. I'm getting ready to go to lunch. So I worked a graveyard shift. So I'm getting ready to go to lunch. I'm walking in the parking lot and I look up and this car almost hits me, y'all. Like it just missed grazing my leg. I look up, guess who's driving the car? It's Squeak. Squeak almost hit me with the car, y'all. And she was there picking up this girl that she was talking to, or her girlfriend at the time. And I was like, are you serious? I could not believe that. And every time I saw her after that, it was a couple of times we almost got down. Like it kind of got physical because I'm like, you almost tried to hit me with a car. Like you taking it way too far now. So that kind of happened. And then it just got to a point where working, school, music became too much. So something had to give. I had to stop doing something. I was enjoying the money that I was making at my job. Quitting school wasn't an option. Well, it didn't feel like it anyways. But I needed a break. I was spending a whole lot of time just on the go. You know what I'm saying? I was constantly in motion. So I sat around and talked to Tone like, man, this is overwhelming. And I don't want it to affect my music. Like I want to be good. I want to bring my best all the time. He was like, why don't you ask your parents if you can take a break from school? And I was like, that might not be a bad idea to take a semester off. So y'all, I get the guts to go talk to Auntie Niecy and Uncle Ronnie. I go and talk to them and I'm scared as hell. Because going to college wasn't even an option. I had to be in school. So, and they was paying for me to be in school. So that's why it was so, I couldn't just make that decision by myself. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't just drop out or stop going. So I went and talked to my parents, and to my surprise, they were super supportive. And I say to my surprise because it was like, it's easy to be like, you know, you don't want your kids to take time off because they're going to get distracted and not go back to school. But they was cool with it because they really supported my music. And they were like, all right, this makes you happy. We'll agree, you know, take a semester off. But you got to make sure you go back to school, Rhonda, and get your degree. All right, cool. That's the agreement. So I took the time off. Also around this time is when I was kind of like, you know, doing party line stuff. I'm hanging out at events and stuff like that. And like I told you about that job, I started doing too much where I eventually left that job. So I left the job and took off school around the same time. So I'm 100% locked into music. So when I wake up every single day, I'm doing music, listening to beats, writing. At Tone's house, we're trying to get studio sessions. It was just a constant thing of just music, 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 music. And this really big opportunity came up where I was able to like put on a show. And when I say put on a show, I mean a real show, like a concert, you know? So, like I said, Tone was a business kind of dude. And he always knew a lot of people and was always bringing me up in every conversation. So in conversation and talking to other people, I would get connected to other people and opportunities, right? So he talked to somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody, and I ended up having a chance to put on a show at Coconut Teasers. Now, if anybody is from LA or partied in LA in the late 90s, early 2000s, Coconut Teasers was a big deal in like the Hollywood area. It's like off of Sunset. So he was like, do you want to perform at Coconut Teasers? Do I? Yes, of course I do. So I was just really happy to book this show, number one. And number two, I had to sell tickets for the event, which was fine. You know, all of my family and friends were so excited and happy for me. So we spent like, I don't know, maybe 3 to 4 weeks preparing for the show at Coconut Teasers, perfected my set, understanding my win, because it's totally different performing on the stage. You know, keeping the crowd engaged and all that stuff, and like I said, breathing and just timing and everything. Like I had to master it, try to figure it out in 3 to 4 weeks. I had never really performed up until then, you know. So I feel like I was definitely becoming better as an artist. I was out there selling my tickets, hitting everybody up that I knew. People were buying tickets even if they couldn't attend the show. My family out of state was buying tickets. Just the love and support. People were just like, Rhonda, you gonna make it. Like, you the next big thing. Like, for real, we support you, you know? So, now it's time for my show. It was a Saturday night. I pull up to Coconut Teasers. I mean, it's, you know, it's Sunset. So if you're familiar with Sunset, it's cars packed everywhere. Everybody is out, ready to party, ready to have a good time in LA. Pull up to Coconut Teasers. I see my name just spin written across the marquee. And I'm like, wow, like my name is on the marquee. I don't even know if we have pictures or what, but it was a really dope experience. Like, it really was to see my name in those lights like that, and people being there to see me and stopping me to take pictures before I went on stage. People was asking for autographs for the first time, and I had about it was like a 30-45 minute set, and I killed it. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I killed it. I had great energy, crowd involvement. I was high-fiving people while I was rapping. I kept my win together, remembered all of my lyrics, because it's so much you have to remember to perform. You know what I'm saying? To put on a good show. It was just a dope experience. It really was. Every moment of it. And it's like the more I performed, the more comfortable I got. You know what I'm saying? That night. And after I got off stage, I was like, oh, this is a whole other level now. Like, I need more of this. I want this. This is mine. And so, you know, it's crazy. I'm just thinking about right now. I can take myself right back to that moment right now, you guys. That's why I'm kind of like tripping for a minute. But it was a great experience seeing my parents. My grandmother came to the show, y'all. My grandma was at a club to watch me perform. Like, it was a big deal. So, I don't know. It was definitely one of the highlights of my rap career for sure. And just getting off stage and giving everybody a hug and autographs and just the happiness, the love, like people wanting me to win. That was dope. People driving from far as hell to even see me perform. I'm talking about 70, 80 miles to watch me perform. And I was like, wow, like y'all really out here supporting me for real. So it was just a great experience. I'm gonna go ahead and stop there though. I'm gonna stop there. I think tomorrow may be the finale. It's a couple things I gotta think about. Also too, I have the CD somewhere. I'm gonna find the CD, y'all. I have the CD of me being on Power 106. I have kept up with that CD all these years. The last time I saw it was like within the last, I don't know, year I've seen it. So it's somewhere. So I'm gonna look high and low for it, and when I find it, I'm gonna play it for you guys. Probably on a live, I'll play it for y'all. But yeah, like this whole spin thing is like, it's dope, kind of reflecting on everything and how much fun I had. So at this point, I'm out of college, taking my rap career really, really serious, getting better as an MC. I had a really big show, and I'll let y'all know what happens. I think the finale is gonna be next though, so I have to sort through a couple things. So I appreciate y'all being here, checking out story time, supporting me. This has been a really amazing journey. It really has. So thank you guys very much for being here. And again, with the guided meditation, please go to rhondasredsauce.com. If you have been struggling with anxiety and depression, and just take a minute to sit down and breathe, okay? All right, so I'll see y'all tomorrow. Until then, be good to yourself. Peace.
I be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you know they know I'm hot.